Hi, for today's video, I wanted to swatch the Cult Pen's favorite sampler set. So it comes in this cardboard box packaged like this, but it doesn't come with all the contents mentioned on the box that I wrote it down just to know which box is which because I got multiple. So and I also wanted to know what's in it. So in this pen Cult Pen's favorite sampler set, you get a endless stationery notebook. Then you get octopus neon violet, diamond celadon cat, diamond viol strawberry, Varingal Tom Sawyer, urban violet borealis, and Ferris wheel press unknown ink because there's no label on it. So I don't know. I just wrote Ferris wheel press. Which okay, I'm excited about the notebook because it's like an ink sampler swatch notebook, which is pretty cool. So here it is. This you can get only on Cult Pens because it's a Cult Pens endless stationery like collaboration. So it's like pretty cool. You get 2 ink bottle stamps, I guess, and then you can put the brand, the color, maiden, swatch number, dry time, and then any notes that you have, which I thought this was pretty cool. So one good thing about this set, I will say, is that these samplers bottles come with like a squeeze dropper. So it's easy to fill up a pen if it has a converter, but really hard if you're using a dip pen because you're gonna have to pop the eyedropper out, which is another step. Kind of sucks because I mean to swatch so many of these inks, I have 20, I think, because I have 5 sampler sets. I will need a dip pen, obviously. I do have this particular diamond wild strawberry inked up in my Lamy Joy, so I will get that and we'll start with it. So wild strawberry is a plain flat ink. It is a strawberry red color, as you can see. Saturation is pretty good. I think it'll be readable even in a fine nib pen. And dry time is pretty good too. I don't think there's any point in doing a dry time test with a 1.9 mm nib. That's why I'm not going to do it. But I think the dry time is pretty good because yeah, it's already dry. There is no shading, no sheen, no shimmer. It is a flat ink, but a really nice color. So a solid. You can tell why it's in the cult favorites box. Okay. Okay, next up is the Varingal Tom Sawyer. It looks to be green. Let's see. It seems like a unsaturated mossy green. That's how I'm gonna do it. I just dropped it in the inkwell. So let's go. So for some reason with this particular ink, the dropping into the nib wasn't working. So instead I just dropped 5 drops onto the page and then I was scooping it up with the Sailor Hokoro nib, and that's how I completed doing this swatch. But for the other ones, you can see later on that dropping the ink into the nib was working out. It's just for some reason this particular ink just wasn't flowing. So I think this ink might be on the drier side because the octopus fluid was the wettest of them all. But this one's slightly dry. Okay, that was a fail, but I think this Ferris wheel one will be easier since it is a open bottle. So I can probably dip my Sailor dip pen in it, I think. Let's see. Yep. Yay! That was such a bad fail. Thank you so much. I don't know what color this is, but let's see. Color blue? I'll try and find out. I'll email Cult Pens and ask them. And Ferris wheel press is made in Canada. So let's see. I'm gonna try and this ink was flowing really well. For a shimmer ink, its smoothness was great. Usually shimmer inks are very dry, but this one was behaving well.
I don't think it would clog up the pens as much since the shimmer isn't as prominent. The color is more of the base that shows through. It's a nice deep navy blue, and the shimmer is a silvery shimmer. And as you can see, the pen is flowing over the page. I know that I've sped it up, but it was gliding over the page well. I think I would ink it in one of my pens, but maybe in a pen that is medium or higher, just because this is my first Ferris wheel press ink, and I have heard that they can be clogging to your pens, but all their colors that I've seen are beautiful, so I'm glad that this ink was included in this set.
Okay, this one I'm super excited about, the Celadon cat. First of all, I love the name. I love anything with cat in it. And also it's just a beautiful Celadon color with some bright shimmer running through, so it's a sparkle ink. I have heard a lot of cons about it. It is a dry ink and it is quite light, so it's not the most readable, but this was done by the subreddit community on r/fountain pens, so pretty jazzed about this one. Oh, it's a lot darker than expected. Okay, there we go.
So I actually did end up inking my Kakuno Brown, the Madarumi series, with this ink in medium, and it was really light at first, but I let the ink sit in the pen for a couple of days, and it deepened out, and it writes really well. So that's my suggestion.
Next up, we have Urban Violet Boreal, which looks like a deep plum. So let's see. Oh, that's a very nice deep eggplant color or a aubergine color. That's a very nice purple. I like it. And there's some blue undertones to this ink, as you can see. So it's like a very nice mid-toned violet with some blue undertones. So pretty cool. I'm excited about this now. It's like a nice neon violet. So after this, it's going to be interesting.
So as soon as I was done swatching, it reminded me of the Forget-Me-Not flowers, but the purple version. It also reminds me of wildflowers. And I started looking this bottle up online because I really do like this color. It's pretty. And you can get this color in 1500 milliliter bottle. And it looks like a wine bottle. And it'll probably last you generations. You can pass it down to the next 3 generations, a 1500 milliliter bottle, but it looks really cool. And if you go to their France flagship store, you can refill these bottles. As much as I like this color, I still think that this 10 milliliter is going to last me at least 2 years. So I don't know what people are doing with the 1500 milliliter bottles, but yeah.
Last of the bunch, we have Octopus Fluids Neon Violet. Yeah, I'm excited about this one. I know I've said that about literally every single ink, but you see neon inks rarely. Like they aren't that well known. You see so many, like hundreds of blue backs, just regular blacks, some blue with shimmers, but this kind of color is kind of rare. So it's still readable. Like it's not that neon bright highlighter yellow, which that has a place, but this is readable. Like you can put it in a fountain pen and use it for regular writing, regular fun writing. There's got to be an easier way to do this, but this is what I have chosen. This is what is going to happen, unfortunately. So I don't know where Octopus Fluids is from, so I'm going to leave this blank. I'm just going to right here.
This ink was the best flowing ink of the set. It took me, I think, only 2 drops into the dip pen to write the whole page, whereas for the other inks, it was taking me 3 or 4 drops to write the entire page and do the dry test. But this ink was, I think, the best flowing out of the bunch, and I love this kind of ink. So if I finish this bottle, I will be getting a new one. If I find a good use for it, I think I will, because you can see me trying to doodle, and it's a fun ink. I really love the color. It's just a very bright, joyful color, but easily readable, which is important to me. Even if I doodle and draw, I still need the ink to be readable.
So let's do a recap. Here is Octopus Fluids Neon Violet in nice purple. This one wrote the longest with 2 dips or 2 drops of ink in the Sailor pen. So I think this has a smooth, very wet flow. So then we have Urban Violet Boreal. I understand why all the colors are in the favorites, like the favorites sampler box, because every single one of this ink was really good. And then here's Celadon Cats. It has some shimmer in it. It's a shimmer ink, but I guess it's not showing well on camera. And then we have the Ferris wheel press. I'll put on screen which exact one it is. I'll ask Cult Pens. And here's Tom Sawyer. Okay, I think the red is from this, the Wild Strawberry. So I think this is just a mossy green. I'll do a better writing sample and add it in. But I was really excited about this red, but unfortunately, this is just a flat mossy green. So, And then here's the last one. So that was all 6 of them. So I think it was a really good sampler set. Yeah. Here's everything. There were 6 ink bottles, 6 inks, and 1 notebook. So, yeah. Oh, and here's what the water looks like with all of them mixed in case you were wondering. The Violet Boreal and the Ferris wheel press, I think, were the darkest, which is why the water is like a deep blue purple. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you in the next video with another Cult sampler set. I have 4 more to go, so keep an eye out. Bye.